a mixture where everything looks the same throughout and can see the different parts.
That's right. Homogeneous mixtures is a mixtures where everything looks the same throughout and you cannot see the individual parts. For example, a mixtures of a water and sugar. Diba kapag na-mix yung water sa sugar, hindi mo masasabi na yung water napunta sa taas, yung sugar napunta sa ilalim because it's a uniform. Diba? And now, what is heterogeneous mixture? Yes, Rana?
A mixture that you can see the components or individual parts teacher.
That's right. The heterogeneous mixtures is opposite with homogeneous mixtures. Because the heterogeneous mixtures is a mixtures that you can see the individual parts or components. Like for example, a mixtures of oil and water. Diba? Kapag nakikita nyo, pag i-mix nyo yung water and oil, hindi siya nagmi-mix. It's a non-uniform. Okay? Is it clear?
Yes, teacher.
Now, I have here a mixture of sand and stone. And I want you to observe what will happen. Look at me. Nakita niyo ba?
Yes, teacher.
Now, what happened to the sand and stone? Yes, Mariel?
The sand and stone separate together teacher.
That's right. What else? Yes, Kalawigan?
The fan go down for and the stone stay up.
That's right. All of your answer is correct. They separate together. The sand pass through on this object and the stone stays in this object. Now, did you know why stone stays in this object?
No, teacher.
Do you know? Do you want to know why?
Yes, teacher.
But before that, I have here some objects that I want you to identify what their names. Are you ready?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. This one. Yes, Micaela.
It's a seaport.
That's right. This is a shield. What about this one? Yes, Talawigan.
Filter paper.
That's right. This is a filter paper. Now, do you know what is the purpose of two objects in our lesson?
No, teacher.
The purpose of these two objects in our lesson is to separate a mixtures. Now, I want you to read our objectives. 1, 2, 3, read.
At the end of 45 minutes, with 80% of proficiency level, pupils should be able to identify mixtures that can be separated through filtering and sieving. Perform the process of separating mixtures, which uses filtering and sieving. And know the importance of separating in everyday life.
Now, we will have a group activity. I will divide the class into 4 groups. In this activity, you will know about how our components of mixtures to be separated with sieving and filtering. After you perform a task, answer the guide questions. Now, but before that, this is our rubrics. Cooperation. If all the members participate in the activity, meaning you are excellent. If some members of the group did not participate in the activity, meaning it's good. In time management,
will happen to tingnan tayo.
What will happen, guys? What will happen to chocolate with us?
5. What is sieving techniques? Sieving technique is used to separate the fine and coarse particles.
Very good. Let's give her a 5 claps.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Now let's proceed to group 3, 4, and 2.
So, good morning everyone. So, this is the output of the school. So, guided question, what will happen to the sand and water? So, our answer is clean water will pass through the filtered paper or filtered cloth leaving behind the sand. So, these are the sand. As you can see, left us a filtered paper. So, guided number 2, how will you describe the components of mixture to be separated using filtration? So, using a funnel with filter cloth or filter paper to retain the solid while letting the liquid pass through. Number 3, why it is important to use a filter paper when separating the components of mixture. It is important because when separating the components of mixture, so that the solid particle will left to the filter paper and the liquid will pass through the filter paper. The last one is what is filtering techniques. Filtering technique is a process of separating solid and liquid components of a mixture by using a filter paper.
Very good. Let's give her a barangay clap. Now let's proceed to the last group.
Here is our output. So, we done the activity is sieving. So, we use the sieve. So, our questions are, what will happen to flour and mold sieve? So, our answer was, the flour will pass through sieve while the mongo is staying in the sieve. Second is, how do you describe the components of the mixture to be separated using sieve? So, our answer were the mixture components that are smaller in the bowl pass through and the large components remain in the sieve. And 3, what are the particles of the mixture pass to the sieve? So the mixture that pass to the sieve is the flour. And the fourth question, why do mongo stay in the sieve? Because the mongo sieve is bigger. And next, what are the sieving techniques? So, sieving technique is separating the fine and coarse material.
Very good. Let's give him a 5 claps. Now, are you ready to know your score?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Let's begin. For the group 1, sa cooperation,
Filtering because it dries CDs are solid, only enough water will pass through the filter, paper leaving the dried leaves.
Class, do you think Alvarando answer is correct?
Yes, teacher.
Very good, because the technique that we'll use in this situation is filtering. Now, I have another activity. Kung nakinig kayo ng mabuti kanina, masasagot niyo ito. Are you ready?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. This activity is you will fill the blank. Choose the answer in this side. Choose the correct answer. Idikit nyo yung tamang sagot sa mga blank na narito. Sino ang gustong sumagot? Shin? Sino pa? Rana? Sino pa? Hanina? Himada? Oh, may isa pa. Sino gustong sumagot? Sure. Rueda?